taking on a playoff team from last year, the Maryland Terrapins.
For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. To get cranked up for the semifinal collision. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here's the handoff. A change of direction. First down and more. He's still running. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
First down and 10. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. Offense behind the 6 now in 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And the Terrapins hustle to the line to run the hurry up. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. The Terrapins bring their punt team onto the field.
And the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now you've got a 4th down.
And he'll get the football. Breaks loose at the 40. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down.
Boy, that's a beautiful run here for the 1st down. Really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Solid gain, moves the ball up to the 47. It'll be 1st down. Hands off to the left. He's got room to run. That play moves the ball across midfield, and he's set up for the 1st down at the 41.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're...
Breaks into the clear. Tackle made after a big gain to be 1st and goal at the 7.
What one way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
First and goal, handoff, and the defense wraps him up. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down and goal, upcoming. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. Touchdown, Ohio State, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw it on first down. He's running out of time here. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They look to throw it here on second down. Finds his man. It's Humphries. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first. You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations, and they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Completion makes it second and short. The back's got it. Breaking free at the 35. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Terrapins, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
They're setting out to try the PAT. And he knocks it right through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. The shotgun handoff here. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Looking to pass here on second down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Looking to throw here. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Tough run in there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
He goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And he'll drop back here on third down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Oh, they spot a holding call. That'll back them up 10 yards, and they'll try it again. Well, early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship. Deadlocked at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. We've got a good one in our hands, which we're hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Pressure is coming. He's good as he throws it. Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. And it's good from 56 yards.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Maryland offense is back out on the field now. Great possession last time. They're punching into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Over the middle, it's Humphreys. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play.
quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion makes it second and medium. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Receiver makes the grab. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking deep downfield to the left. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, maybe in the second half.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw again. He's going for a big play downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The Terrapins will line up to punt it away.
The offense takes a big shot here downfield. I thought they may have a chance, but the defender makes an unbelievable play to get a hand on the ball and knock it away.
And the returner will be brought down. Comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. He gets loose. Crosses the 35. Here he goes. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job. You can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
One explosive play has set them up at the opponent's 40. And looking to throw now on first down. It's a quick grab. The defense all over it to stop him right at the line.
Boy, the defense had everything covered downfield. The quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, drops back. The sure hands. It's Gutierrez. He rolls out of bounds. That's a big gain there.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he can be a monster today.
Great start for this offense. 3 plays, and suddenly it's a 1st and goal. Keeping it on the ground here. He's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line. The Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. facing second and goal. Here's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. That's solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
And the defense hold up here on third and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they'll set up for the PAT. Quarterback flashing the speed in that touchdown run. That's almost unfair, Kirk.
Well, I think out of all the quarterbacks in the entire country, this guy might be as fast as any of them. Why not utilize his speed when he can make defenses pay for it? It's a great design play and a nice touchdown.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. QB starts the drive with a keeper.
Well, they go with the option, and they didn't fool the defense at all. You know, this defense has worked all week on defending the option and being fundamentally sound. That time, really good job with assignment football. Nowhere to go in a very short game.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, this is called settling down in his zone defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. He's looking to throw. Players are down the right side. Downfield shot. Ball's incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit with any deep throws later in this game.
Second down after the incompletion. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Second down, we're going to throw it. The pocket breaking down. Breaking free at midfield. And that game moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. And the Terrapins have first and 10 here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The receiver makes the catch.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland.
When a quarterback's operating the option like this, there's nothing you can do. They tried to confuse him, attacked him, good awareness to pitch the ball to the back, let your playmaker do the rest. Nice big play and a touchdown.
The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start at 25. Now from the 25. There's the handoff. Breaks into the clear. And here he goes. Tackle made way downfield. Enormous gain. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kurt, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
He finds some space. Touchdown, Ohio State. Way too much speed in that play.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. It's a squib kick, fielded by one of the up men. Returner brought down, sets up the next drive.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Oh, a terrible kick. Goes out of bounds, sets up the opposing offense in the red zone. Wow. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? First down. Looking to throw the football. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. It goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play.
offense here, Chris, getting aggressive inside the red zone on 1st and 10. They take a shot near the goal line, and the defense does a great job of stepping in front of that for the interception.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half.
It's a quarterback sneak.
Keeps it on a design run. Stop for no gain, and that'll be the final play of the first half. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Terrapins will kick this away to get the second half going. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the third quarter. Breaking free at the 35. Out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side. Able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down. Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with two guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. Buckeyes will have to punt this one away. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Going to try to use his legs here. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. And the Terrapins come to the line to run the hurry up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Movement here from the tight end. Looking to pass here on second down. Bringing pressure. Took contact on the throw. And the red out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The receiver grabs it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
And the defense sits back in his zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
The Terrapins come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
quarterback looks to his right. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down at the 45.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Looking to chuck it again. Defense is coming after him. Breaking free at the 35. He's past the marker, still on his feet. Touchdown, Terrapins. The quarterback takes it in himself.
Chris, what a play by this quarterback. 1 second, he's surveying the entire field, trying to find that open receiver. The next second, he just pulls it down, tucks the football away, picks up yards, and gets a touchdown himself. What a run.
P&T is good. They draw within 3, 24-21. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Looking to scramble. Heave the ball deep down that right side. And the pass is dropped incomplete with it. Had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string, but just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Incompletion makes it second down. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Look for a first down at the 37.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
After the big gainer, suddenly a great chance to score. First and goal from the 3. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. A run to the left, trying to find pay dirt. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Ball spotted at the 5 for this third and goal play. Out of the gun now on third down. The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on third down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the first down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
Chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. After connecting on his first try, this is a chip shot from 22 yards out. He got it. The field goal's good.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. The squib kick picked up by one of the blockers. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. So the drive begins here, backed up at their own 9. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Quick throw, the catch is made. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he dumps it off to the tight end. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Tried to loft it in there, but it's incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. Out of the gun now on third down. The sure hands. It's Humphreys. He'll stop at the 34. That will be a first down. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They open the fourth by going to the air. Caught by the receiver. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Completion makes it second and short. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. A deep shot to the left side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Lets it go quickly. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Could take it all the way. The 10. Will not be brought down. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A great return as the defense comes up with a huge takeaway and score. Taking command now in the 4th quarter, closing in at a bid for the national championship game.
Yeah, we talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Maryland offense is back out on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Receiver in motion now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pass rush closing in. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. And the Terrapins looking to run some tempo here. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. He's running out of time here. To bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be 4th down. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a 4th down completion. The pass is intercepted. He could go. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Maryland, 21.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. No huddle here for the offense.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Well, look at this, Chris. The defense kind of hanging their head. They give up a completion for a 1st down. They better get lined up and get the call because they're going up-tempo against them.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 1st down here for this offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Offense looking to throw the ball. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Looking to swing the pocket complete over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The Terrapins hustle to the line to run that hurry-up. Pressure is coming. The short completion to the tight end. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
Well, we've seen them do this in the past. A good throw, get the first, and here comes the tempo.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking to throw yet again. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, the passing game just hasn't been consistent today. It's plain and simple. They might not quite be out of it yet, but they have to start connecting soon, or this one will be over.
This time, a completion. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Third down, out of the shotgun. Here's a target, and it's complete. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. And the Terrapins will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Throwing off play action. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. On third down, he drops to throw. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. The Terrapins come to the line with 1st and goal. They'll run it here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Look at a throw on 3rd and goal. And he finds his tight end for the catch. 0 running room, stopping right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, Chris, when you're down by a couple of scores late in a game like this, you need to find matchups where you can get the ball thrown downfield. Here it's a completion, but it doesn't get them very much. Now they've got a 4th down play coming up.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. On the move now. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Maryland.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back. But here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
And the extra point was up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Chewing clock with the running game. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Now, the defensive coordinator must be thinking, it's about time. This running back has just destroyed this defense, and this time they're able to get into that backfield and come up with a nice play.
Important second down play coming up. Ball handed off. Picks up the first, looking for more. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
First play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that...
Looking for a man deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Now, trailing by this much in the fourth quarter, the defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grabbed by the receiver. He'll go down right there. Worked his way for a short gain, but not enough for the first down. High completion sets up an important 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock. 4th down and 2 coming up to try to keep the drive going. QB keeper all the way. Powering through. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.